journey to the hangout. You see him way up there? This is a journey to look at these pretty butterflies. I'm taking a journey. I'm taking a journey. Look at this fucking water I'm in. This is me in a damn fucking creek. Look how far it goes back. Look at this shit. Waterfalls. All kinds of shit. Little at that. Look at this fucked up slippery hill. I was just supposed to do some fucking water. I'm trying to skip that sand. We're on a deserted island somewhere. See all that sand? That's the girl that lives on the dock. She lived there about 10 years. That's her stuffed animal she plays with while she lives on the dock, and that's her little fire she builds in her dreams. Huh? I think so. Here's a beautiful fire with him cooking some good food. Let me look. Look how pretty that is. Look at that. Look at this work of art. Done by chefjere. It's artwork, and it's worth $5,000.
If you order today, not only will you get a free roll of toilet paper. If you see this, fool's gold. Nothing can break it. That's why it's not for sale. Now let's go and let's take your caller. Caller one.
Oh, that's coming in good. Yeah, this is caller one.
Oh, what's your question?
Yeah, what are you trying to do right here?
This particular dish is called the Deepwood Quesadilla with a...
First introduce yourself to YouTube people, because I have this on by tonight.
I'm chefjere. You can find me on Goobity Glop. I cook and stuff, and I rock and roll, you know, and I'm a single dad. I don't have a lot of time on my head. And I work for Soundbites Catering. And Google, or just YouTube, chefjere on the Soundbite Shopping Network. And you'll find me for you.
Okay, what are you doing now?
Alright, I'm going to take these meatballs and I'm going to cook those. Meanwhile, I'm going to make the quesadillas for the chickens.
Daddy, I had...
Need more butter. This is the tricky part, going all the way over to here for butter. But passion, if it's worth it, I say go for the butter. I've had sort of an obsession with butter since I was 10 years old when Paula Dean brought me into her home, and it seemed like a nice gesture at the time, and I don't want to complain, but there were some interludes. Now we're going to season these with thyme. Thyme seasoning. We got our butter going. You hear our meatballs.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah. For campfire cooking, a good set of tongs long enough to keep you from burning yourself.
And this is not indoor cooking. This is called...
Do a span of the lovely blue hole here where chefjere is performing today. Chefjere will be here in a few minutes, folks. I'm chefjere with the latest endorsement from some of our hometown folks. Piggly Wiggly. Piggly Wiggly, if you like food but you don't want to drive to Walmart. And did you know that me and Steven Tyler from Aerosmith collaborated on that jingle? It was a wonderful 3.5 years, and you know, I've come to terms with it now, but at the time I was like, this is taking too long. Mick, focus. And he'd be like, and so that's when we got the idea for the Piggly Wiggly theme song.
That is beautiful.
Piggly Wiggly.
I don't want chicken on mine.
Go get the chicken.
I don't want chicken on mine.
You don't want chicken on yours? It's gonna be so good with chicken. Come on, Avery, try one. Well, you gotta make your own, man.
What are we doing now, Captain?
Alright, Captain.
Let me get a behind view.
Alright. I'm gonna use my trusty just a couple of tools here. Get the wind picking up.
Oh, I got it right over like an overview.
Alright. I'm gonna try to non-block the cut coming into it. Wind picking up.
Look at the wind blowing, trees blowing. He's still out here jamming.
It's making me a little scary because if it rains, the pickup truck might not make it all the way up
Say
the
it.
hill.
Just tell everybody.
And
come on, I gotta zoom in. Just tell everybody.
this is the cheese quesadilla, which Avery doesn't want any chicken, so I'm gonna go ahead and fold it because Avery's boring today.
Oh, that's beautiful. That looks like
Hardwood
good.
fire. You know, it's not much work to bring the wood together, folks. Here's a little tip, though. If you have a can, fill it up with river water, and put out the 2x4s from time to time.
Would you mind taking a trip and show everybody at the pier of you getting some river water and pouring on it?
Yes, let's do that.
Because nobody ever seen that like that before.
Avery, your quesadilla's ready.
Now we're going to take a trip to chefjere to show how to properly get river water, spring river water from the creek, and it pours on the wood and it makes it smoke and give it better flavor, right, Jeremy?
Here you go, Rick. One campfire quesadilla, courtesy of all my years catering for a little band y'all might have heard of named Widespread Panic. Now what we're going to do...
Yeah, talk us through it.
You notice this lovely location.
This is beautiful. And it stands. Let me see your feet kicking in the sand.
Over here is deep enough you can jump in. And I'm going to do that later on this episode.
And I'm going to film that too. Oh, I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, Chefjere will jump off this pier into unknown depths.
So what I like to do is I'll come down to here because sometimes there'll be some delicious herbs and spices growing naturally that you can use. The water is icy cold, folks, so if we run out of... How
many inches are you in it right now?
I'm up to my ankle.
Okay. How far? Can you go off that ledge there that I see?
I would pop underwater for a second. It's like 5 feet.
Could I see you pop under?
No, it's kind of cold.
Now this is him getting river water.
River water to put out the...
And look how far, look at them beautiful rocks and all them formations through there.
Next time on Discovering Alabama, we'll make our way upstream here at the beautiful Blue Hole and see an 1890s mining dam that sent water up to the famous Marvel mining facility. Return in just a minute.
Let's see how he steps up a slippery embankment. Now kick the sand, show everybody it's a real beach. There we go. They don't even know we could be on an exotic island somewhere, as far as they know.
Yep.
They don't know where we're at, do they?
Oh, don't let me drink this again. I hadn't done it yet, but I have done it before. Let the water start getting a little warm. And what we're going to do is we're just going to toss these balls. Toss these balls. Lots of butter in there, residual from tossing in the chicken. Let the channel work. But hey, this is extreme grilling, live from Blue Hole. I'm your host, Chef Jere, my producer. Couldn't do the show without him with his hand. And of course, Rito, my sidekick.
You go, girl. And we can't do any of this without her.
She keeps us safe.
Yeah.
Same. Now I'm gonna take another one of these tortillas. That's what they're called in a little island called Utopico. And you're gonna mark them just a hair. That's a little less of a hair than I thought. What I'm gonna need is my tongs. I call them my pinchers. And get a little markage on there. Why not? We're gonna move to a slightly cooler pan. Then we're gonna move the heat back up. Our meatballs are getting very close to being done. So I'm gonna go to the Walmart. They have one now, Blue Hole, with all new organic, bag-free produce, free to anybody, along with prescriptions or whatever you need. Free booth. I'm liking that. Heck yeah, New America. I'm loving it so far. So let me go get up to the Walmart and get the cheese. I found it. Found it. And dangle the cheese on there. We're going to remove from heat ever so slightly. And let that grease, that burger grease, going to get down into that part, that shell. And it's going to be like beef lard is what I would call it, I believe. Now I'm going to go up here to the stand.
What's that?
Now, I pre-prepared this chicken a couple nights ago. There's some really nice chicken breasts that we breaded with some olive oil and some salt and pepper and garlic, and we just roasted them in the oven and ate them. I julienne them. And I've added some bacon and some red pepper.
That's so beautiful.
Be the meaty part of our
beautiful.
belly. Get that going on here. Oops. I mean, you've always got to be mindful for when outdoor campfires.
Look at the wind blowing. These trees are blowing 90 to nothing, baby. Alright, we'll go